I mean, can you believe the value with this pick? What the hell was he thinking taking this defense? I don't know about this one. I know we're in 2 QB, but beginning of the second round? Hey everybody, a little bonus episode for you today before we get to Division 1. I thought what I'd do is I would go through the draft round by round, pick out one person who I thought was a great pick and one person who I think is a bad pick, give points and negative points for each, and then at the end, we'll see who's got the most points and who really has the best team, because those Yahoo rankings, they don't mean anything. These are the real rankings. Let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to use the classic MS Paint. Number one, best pick of the first round. I've talked myself into it. I'm giving it to Warren, Otto Pickens. These first four are just kind of boring. I mean, yay for Warren. Woohoo. Now moving on to the worst pick of round one. We have Will with Jaden Daniels. He could end up being really good. I've heard reports he could be a top 5 QB this year. I have yet to see a rookie QB do that in the last few years. And taking him in the first round just seems like a big no-no. So, especially when you consider all these other options that were being taken. But Will did not just take Jaden Daniels. You already heard me in the intro say he took Brock Purdy as number 2. No, 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 no. You're disappointing your family. You're disappointing your people with those picks. Yawn. You know what? I'm giving Jamar Chase. Yes, I'm biased. I'm giving myself the best pick of round 2. Why? Because I have Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill now. 2 of the top 5 wide receivers easily. The rest of my draft could be a complete disaster. Round 3 to Ben. Travis Kelce. Katie's over DD's. This might age poorly. The sweaty male online community is all like, he's gonna be touring with Taylor Swift. He's gonna be doing too many interviews. He's not gonna be focused on football. The rest of this round was just all kinds of question marks to me. Marvin Harrison Jr. I think could end up being 1,000+ yard receiver just with where he was taken. And look, I was a huge fan of Pat Surtain. I was a huge fan of Pat Surtain getting drafted to the Broncos because he had that pedigree from his dad, who taught him how to be a pro from when he was a young kid. He was a stud at Alabama, and he's been a stud for the Broncos. He's the only stud the Broncos have. A team named for horses has but one horse. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, I like this Marvin Harrison Jr. pick a lot. I just don't know that I can quite give it. Fuck Travis Kelce. He's had his time in the sun. And I've been clowning on him so much, and it's his bachelor party. We're giving Taco Dell best pick of round 3. Marvin Harrison. There we go. Cha-ching. As for the worst pick, I think I gotta give this to myself, to Tua. Yeah, poopy pick. I wanted the stack with Tyreek Hill from the first round, but you look at all these other weapons that went and how much later quarterbacks went in the later rounds that we'll get to in a second. I have to give myself the L on that one. So we're gonna run through the rest of these rounds a little bit quickly. Round number 4, I am giving the number 1 pick to Otto Pickens, to Warren, because there was a mini tight end surge that went on there. Travis Kelce went off first in the 3rd round, and then I took Trey McBride after Cara took Mark Andrews, who I think is the actual tight end number 2 this year. But I think that Sam Laporta going 4th out of that group of tight ends, when he was the tight end 1 last year, that gives him the top Uh, he gets top billing for this round. Taco Dell with a poopy pick in this round with Josh Jacobs for all the reasons that I explained on the video covering Division Two. I just don't see this as a good situation for him in Green Bay. I'm perfectly prepared to eat my words in a month, but I just feel like if the diehard Green Bay fan among us did not want anything to do with Josh Jacobs, there is a reason for it. And there were a whole bunch of people you could have taken after this. I love Alvin Kamara in this range. I love the quarterbacks that were taken in this range. I like Joe Mixon that was taken in this range. So Josh Jacobs, L of an L. The next round, round 5, uh, Will Malik Neighbors. I said this in the intro. This is a great pick. I love Malik Neighbors. I think he's going to have a blow up year. I may be reaching a little bit here by calling him the best of this round. Alvin Kamara was definitely the honorable mention for me. I really liked Alvin Kamara at the position he was taken. I think he's going to deliver value for Lingren. And the worst pick here is Kyle Pitts. Why? Because Kyle Pitts is the guy who has perennially been hyped. And I know now he's got Kirk Cousins, but he's got Kirk Cousins coming off of a bad Achilles injury that is completely different from Aaron Rodgers' Achilles injury because it is on the right foot, which is the power foot when you are a quarterback in the NFL. Kyle Pitts, boo. Also, didn't you take Drake London, Antoine? So a lot of Atlanta. I could be totally wrong on that part though, but I don't really care if I am. Next round, round 6. I am really biased here, aren't I? I gave myself the best pick of this round again with Kenneth Walker. Considering I had not taken a running back off the board yet, and Kenneth Walker has RB1 upside potential, I am taking this. Honorable mention goes to James Cook here from Megatron, and also to Debo Samuel. I think those are the 3 picks that are all really good. But because I got mine last, I'm giving it to myself. So Kenneth Walker, best pick of this round, and Will picking a defense in the 6th round with San Francisco. Last one. We're gonna do this quick because I don't know anything in the final rounds. So these are the last 3 rounds that count. In round, what was this? 7? Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Me can't count. Baker Mayfield from Carr is the best pick of this round. I think this was a great pick so late in the draft and was able to let her build up at other positions. So I'm giving the best pick of this round to Cara with Baker Mayfield. David Montgomery, I understand that you are backing up Jahmyr Gibbs here, Warren, but you also have Sam Laporta. You also have Jahmyr Gibbs, which means you have 3 different offensive players on the Detroit Lions. In fact, you are starting all 3 of them against me this week. I hope you do so. So hopefully you have not watched this far into the video, but I don't see how that can work out for you in the long term. I'm giving you the red on David Montgomery. Do you want something bad to happen to Jahmyr Gibbs or something? I don't get it. You think he's got some standalone value? Maybe. I guess. Next, this round was all about crime. I like Calvin Ridley's crime of being a gambler. I do not like Deshaun Watson's crime of being a rapist. Therefore, Warren gets the win here, and Ben gets the loss. Final round. And then I will be giving you all the total of who is the winner of the true rankings for this league. Tyjae Spear on Ben's team, getting a starting running back this late, even though it's an unknown situation, even though Will Levis is a huge question mark. I say that despite the fact that I drafted him. I like Tyjae Spear here. And then Nick Chubb, I'm giving Cup this Chubb the negative for really no reason. I just wanted to give Alex a bad grade on something, and he has a very good team for the most part. So I'm just giving him a bad grade for no reason. I forgot to count up the points to see who won, but I'm pretty sure Will had the worst team. And you guys can do your own counting to see who had the best. Thanks.